I can see the future. I can see the future. That's right. In the very near future, the player Lord will be on the beach, sitting between two big-ass palm trees, smoking a cigarette. But yeah, the Promised Land. Coming soon. But first,
it don't matter where you are. It don't matter your vibration. It don't matter who you is. If your vibration is high, when that solar flare hit, you're going to activate. You're not going to have no choice but to use them powers that you have just founded against these everyday people that you thought are just regular people. You're going to be forced to hop into war immediately. The solar flare is not 5D. The solar flare is going to activate the genes in you. It's going to activate all your genes. It's going to activate you.
For the great day of his wrath is come. Fear God and give glory to him. For the hour of his judgment is come. The 144,000.
Does everybody get? We're all gonna get destroyed. These are serious killers.
It's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Too much juiciness.
You won't be laughing on the last day when you stand before the Lord in judgment. Behold, there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
yeah, boy. Alrighty then. In this video, I'm gonna play some clips from the motherfucking creator of the Promised Land, Catherine Irvin.
We're gonna run through you motherfuckers when that time comes.
Yeah. And I'm also play a clip from Net Most Wanted and stuff. This overall video, the theme of this overall video is about, as usual, Judgment Day.
Oh, fuck!
So, before I play the first clip from one of Catherine's video, yeah, let me say this. See, I had to put this shit on the screen so I can remember. Shout out to YouTube channel, my nigga, YouTube channel, Louisiana Tay. Catherine wanted me to, once I make this video, let him know that she felt bad about YouTube cutting him off because of something that she said. I believe this is when he's doing a live, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like I told her, and I know that she knows this. I said, you know, you understand with all this censorship bullshit going on, but you know, it is what it is. Because like I told Catherine, you know, there's only so much that I can say about all this shit. Coronavirus, yeah. So, so you know, it is what it is. But you know, shout out to Louisiana Tay. Catherine just, she wanted me to let you know she felt bad about that situation. But again, before I play this clip by Catherine, the creator of the Promised Land, motherfucker, that irrelevant person, all of us irrelevant motherfuckers, it's funny how we so irrelevant and peasants and all this shit. But these motherfuckers, these wicked ass people, they so goddamn obsessed with us, ain't they? Censoring the shit out of us and all this shit. But we don't matter.
Woohoo! Yeah!
And one more thing, too. Somebody left a comment asking me about the brother that was speaking in that video that I made called Our Spiritual Awakening. And I just played a clip of that audio again in this video, in the intro. I got that shit from TikTok, and here's the brother. This is the video that I got it from. As y'all can see, right at the top, 22 DNA activation, motherfucker. And like I said, this is from TikTok. Right there, as y'all can see, it says Inner Storm. Y'all want to check that shit out? Check out my nigga who's over there on TikTok spitting that motherfucking fire.
This nigga's crazy.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Okay, a call to conscious Martin Luther King, a promised land of Barack Obama, becoming Michelle Obama. Nobody is becoming Michelle Obama. Nobody want to be that bitch. Do you understand me? Nobody want to be you. Because now we can see what you are. You have the coordinates to the promised land. Do you understand? What you just did on Oprah, look at Oprah. Bitch, if you don't take that lace front wig off, you fat, funky bitch. Goddamn, y'all some fucking lizards. You have my coordinates. What are you doing? Stop playing, bitch. Your funky ass. You and Gail. Ooh, you know what? Let me tell you something. I was, I can't get on YouTube for a whole week because Lisa Haven said some goddamn shit, the loud ass bitch. She shouldn't have said that, but that's fine. Whatever.
Did y'all hear that shit? Catherine said a certain word and it got censored. It went beep. The word that Catherine said was vaccine. Shh. That's the Illuminati shush sign. He's a fake and a shield, blasphemer, devil-worshipping, shape-shifting Nephilim demon.
When I get back next week on YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and load this video up about Obama not mentioning the Promised Land, and then gonna write the book about the Promised Land. You know what, you judge, y'all just you playing with our lives. We supposed to been in our Promised Land areas. We supposed to been traveling because we're not supposed to be in one house. There is no such thing as any man or woman living in one house. Fuck wrong with you. You can't survive in one house because you have government lizards that will come to you and will stop you, pull you over in your car and ask you for your ID, where you stay at, and you stay in one house. That's how they get you. And you know, you Obama, you just let this shit happen. And you gonna have nerve enough to say, well, I was trying to figure out what to do in my presidency. What you mean is trying to figure out what to do? Bitch, I gave you the coordinates for as soon as you sat down in the Oval Office, you became president. I handed you that. I even gave it to Michelle. I gave her one and you one. And then you wrote me back twice because I just showed you. It's judgment on you. You know what I'm saying? It's judgment on you. Because I'm glad you did that. Because now, you know, I mean, people are looking at you, and you said promised land, but I have followers that's looking at me saying, and Tracy Steele and another one sent me of what you did. See, people are noticing. People are noticing you of what you did. Oh, promised land. Oh, Kathy must, she have to write you, Obama. She must know about that. Guess what? The reason why you wrote promised land is because I wrote and I gave you the instructions. That's why you put promised land. You put promised land because I wrote you about, and I showed you the promised land and coordinates on how to create it. You're gonna turn around and say you don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And you had the instructions to set us all free. See, the promised land is where the indigenous black people will be able to cross over, literally walk, drive, or ride over to another promised land area that's only specifically made for them. So that means they have a choice of living in hell or heaven. If you want to stay in hell outside of the promised land, you welcome to. But if you come into the promised land, can't nothing come upon you. There's no Gentile heathen can come upon you. I don't care if it's a cop, sheriff, or a lawyer. No one can come upon you. They can't pull you over because you have your badge on your Jetsons car and on your body that no Gentile, white, Chinese, Arab, Mexican, $5 Indian can pull you over or tell you where to lay or stay. In fact, they owe you rent money. Each and every person who's not a black or gingerbread colored person, they owe us rent money. So if you're not black, then you owe us rent money. I'm just saying. And I put it in a way where, you know, it wouldn't even cut into everybody's check. So if you white and you're a cop, you know, you would have to pay, you know, each cop would have to pay, you know, like about $250 every month to each, you know, he would just have to pitch in the $250 out of his check, you know. And you cops might say, well, they defunded me. We don't have no money or anything like that. Okay, well, since you are an ex-cop, then you just have to not say nothing to us. In fact, if you want to work for us, you would literally have to turn your back to the promised land and just be the protection to make sure nobody gets into the promised land. Because you cannot get into the promised land. You can only turn your back to the promised land to be the guard against whoever would come upon us is what you would be doing in your job. You know what I'm saying? If you want to work for the promised land, but you won't be getting in that motherfucker. You be working on outside that. You won't see it. But you'll be working outside to protect the promised land from the outside is what you'll be doing. I'm talking about the Gentiles and the heathens. Now, if you want to get your Jetsons, that's going to cost you. Because with black people, of course, it's free. The 16-year-old child would have their Jetsons because they have, you know, siblings, foster care things. People have different situations or whatever. And so when you live in your promised land, black people, gingerbread colored people only, and now if you have family members who are, you know, white, black, you bring them in. I'm not talking about people who, even white people can come in, but you can't be a whole man by yourself just walking into the promised land just willy-nilly like you just, no. You got to come with a family. You got to come with some kids. You got to come with a purpose, a positive purpose. But you got to come with some kids and some family. I'm sorry, you can't come by yourself.
World is going fucking nuts. Check this out. This is from Before It's News. Wake up, my people, spirit reign. And it says, the dark winter season of supernaturally controlled DNA genetic activations of holy spiritual light. We are within the extraordinary prophetic time of the year to righteously, spiritually rise and shine. Remember the 144,000 blue lanterns Read the apocalyptic book of Revelation. Amen. Selah. Niggas is about to wake up.
It's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Fucking ghetto.
Alright, check this out. Also from Before It's News by Indian in the Machine. This was, let me see, the date on this is January 8th, 2022. New Madrid fault is unzipping update. Pacific tectonic plate sliding. Mid-Atlantic splitting open. Gulf of Mexico is heaving. Several European tsunamis forthcoming. Educate and prepare now. Motherfucker. One more headline I want to read before I continue this video. Before It's News by Ambassador Dr. William B. Mount. National Guard now called up in 30 states.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's freaking BS, man. Bunch of damn criminals running this country. Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm sick of their shit. Fuck these motherfuckers. See, I got to go to rebroadcast. Go. Ugh. All right, I'm going to call. God, please help me. Please, God, help me. The Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper.
Hey. Hello? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah.
If you never wake up spiritually, you're not going to see nothing at all. You're not going to know what's going on. Okay. You're not, but children, they see early on, just like in the movie Sixth Sense, they see early on, they can see spirits and stuff. They see dead people and things like that. I've heard stories of kids seeing, spirits, and they have pointed out and nobody else can see it but them, because they've got a ability to see through that realm. Okay. No, guys, and people, y'all getting it twisted, man. I'm not saying, listen, as far as the Bible, okay, let me just say this one more time. I'm not saying that all of the Bible is wrong. What I'm saying is, guys, at the end of the day, a man wrote the Bible, okay? A man, just like me, just like I'm sitting here telling y'all what I feel and what I believe and what I think y'all should hear. A man made that decision for the same Bible that you told around and you called, hey, this is the word of God, which some of it is the word of God. But who is to decide what scriptures, what chapters are in the Bible and what's not? It's not your decision to make. Okay? God himself did not make the decision on what goes in the Bible. A man decided, hey, I'm going to tell them they should only know this chapter. I'm going to take this book out. You don't need to know about that. I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to take this one out. And I'm going to put this in. And I'm going to put this in. And there you go. Finished product. Okay? So you can't sit there and get your panties in a bunch because somebody sit here and point that out, that a man decided what you believe in the Bible. Because all of the Bible is not 100% accurate, contrary to popular belief. Okay? And that's something that I'm a strong believer that is not the complete version that you need to have. You don't know how many chapters of that Bible been removed, and you don't know how many chapters been incorporated to deceive you. And like I just said, they didn't start using the news today. They were using the other information, the other things that we had at our disposal for information. The Bible happened to be one of them. Okay. and they've done stuff to the Bible, and this has been talked about before. Who is that? Was it Alex Collier? Maybe Alex and Al Billick. I think they talked about how the different, what do you want to call them, demons, Nephilim or whatnot, they touched the Bible, okay? And they started putting stuff in there that would cater to them, okay? You haven't been here for 1,000 years like they have. So you don't know what they did or when they did it. You just reading the book that they left for you, okay? And it's not, like I said, it's not a knock on Christian. I grew up a Christian, okay? I believe in God, and I believe that God wants us to do the right thing. I think he's is righteous. We should be righteous. You know, I believe that Jesus Christ is a big part of this. Now, how all that goes inside, I don't know. I don't want to argue about whether he's black or white. That's not important to me. You know, what's important to me is that we as a people, we are fighting the evil that does exist, okay? And God is the only one on the opposite side of that. So it's the devil and it's God. Just pick a side. You want to sit there and debate and argue and fight about what people believe on that side that's on there, over there with God, and then you want to debate about what's going on. At the end of the day, there's an evil side and there's a good side. That's all you need to know. You know, whether I believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross and rose for our sins, and we supposed to eat his flesh and drink his blood and all that, whether I believe all that part of it and everything, that's for me. But that's nothing for you to sit here and condemn me to hell because I don't believe every part of the Bible that you believe, even though we all know that the Bible's been tampered with. That's why they got so many different versions. Okay, and you believe your version is the best version because you believe that. Okay, so I'm not here to debate all of that. And none of y'all should be debating that either. We have a true and present danger right now, and it's pure evil. That's it. It does not go beyond that. Okay, we can fight about apples and oranges or shades of apples later. Okay, we can fight about that stuff later. At the end of the day, we on the same side. We on the same team. I believe in God. You believe in God. We believe we supposed to have our spirit man right. We supposed to ascend to heaven, fifth dimension, whatever you want to call yours, whatever. We on that same page. That's all that need to be understood. We fighting against the forces of evil. Evil's over here, good over there. Pick your side. I'm over here. You over there. You want to stand with me because you believe in that, or you don't want to stand next to me because I don't believe you're supposed to necessarily do some things. That's fine. But it ain't going to get you nowhere. You know, at the end of the day, I'll save you before a devil worshiper would. I would help you out. You know, I'm not going to hold no grudge about that crap. That's irrelevant. That's how they divide us, man. Like, people get so caught up in that stuff, man. Don't get caught up in that. Understand that people believe what they believe, as long as they got the same general gist of what's going on, the same understanding that this is a real good and it's a real evil. That's all you need to know. You need to know that the evil side trying to kill your ass, the good side trying to keep you alive. I get these little broadcasts and stuff based off of my system of beliefs and thoughts and ideas, which is somewhat in line with yours. So at the end of the day, me and you on the same team. You good by me.
I gotta get my notes. I gotta get my notes. That's right, motherfucker. I gotta get my notes. Motherfucker. Alrighty then. I ran across a young lady, a queen, over on TikTok. She said she's reaching out to the spiritual community. Her name is Zion. Listen to this shit, niggas. Listen to this shit, niggas. She said she's already started to create this community for a conglomerate of businesses that cater to the spiritual community positively. Can't read my own writing. Dummy. They're going to have products and services in this community. They're going to have products and services that are only organic and help the growth of the human genome, the healthiness of the human genome. They're going to have markets, food, agriculture, things that are needed for survival. You're going to have, you become a member, you're going to have full access to these things if you decide to become a member and donate $10 a month to this community. And she went on to say, just imagine if we had 100,000 members donating $10 a month. That would be $1 million a month in revenue. And you as a member, you will have full access to free food, energy, free everything.
If you're a cashier worker, I don't care if you could be a cashier worker. You could be, or then now if you don't have any skills, then you just go to school in the promised land, and that's another 4 hours, because we want you to do what you have to do, but don't take up all your time working in the promised land. You want to have fun. You want to live your life. You want to travel. So what you do is you might just work as a traveler, and what you do is you go from different promised land to different promised land to make sure everything is going okay, making sure everything is all right. You just might be an overseer of everything, and most people will be doing that. They'll just be traveling around, because a lot of people don't really have kids, or some people do, and they want to travel with their kids, and they just want to see the sights, and they want to check to see if everything is okay. So basically, you guys will be the police of most people. In fact, every person in the promised land that get in here would have to be the police, because you have to understand that we want to keep this nice and wonderful. So you would have to be the police, and your badge is the police. You have the authority to tell a $5 white person, Chinese or Mexican, to get the fuck out your face. And you'll be able to protect yourself, because nothing can come upon you in the promised land and outside the promised land. Why? Because this is your land. 640 acres is yours. And you are the most powerful person in the universe, because this whole thing is set up for you to learn, to understand what messed you up. Your own people did this. And now you have to, because it's judgment on those people. It's judgment on Obama. He think that, let me tell you what his promised land is. His promised land is his misery. He wrote a book about his own misery. This is how sorry these people are. Is that the promised land, what Dr. Martin Luther King was talking about, you fucking idiot, was getting back to our promised land. We wasn't talking about your personal problem of how they treated you in the White House. You were supposed to announce what I gave you, Obama. See, this is the difference between me and you. It just shows you what you are, and it just shows you how serious I am. But if I sent you the coordinates and then you didn't do nothing about it. Now, people say, well, Kathy, they would have shot him. They would have killed him and Michelle if he would have announced the okay. Ain't nobody finna shoot him. He just said the promised land now. And what did he say about it? He talked about his personal life, the white people treated me bad in the White House. Why didn't you put your foot down like Trump did? Trump was way better than your bitch ass. Trump, he tore the FBI and the CIA a new asshole. What's wrong with you? You wrote the Promised Land, and then you put Barack Obama. And what you put a Barack Obama, that means you just talking about your personal life. Don't nobody want to hear about your personal life. We all fucked up down here. That's why I gave you the coordinates to make the Promised Land. I gave you here, motherfucker. I gave it to you. So it ain't no excuse for you not to know what the hell I'm. Cause you a lizard, and you trying to be funny. Cause here's your letter. You trying to be funny. Then you sent me another one. Cause you're not trying to give the Promised Land or anything. You're just trying to take credit for you just being a president. But and then Oprah, both of y'all is some bitches. Let me tell you how y'all some bitches. Because you didn't do anything. What did you do? Did you do anything? I make videos talking about black lawyers who should have filed a class action lawsuit against this government to show the rules and the regulations of the Promised Land that I gave to all of you people. I gave Diana Feinstein, I got over 11 letters from her telling her, she telling me about the Promised Land and how wonderful it is. And she's telling me how, oh, I'm sorry about you being home, because I was homeless for like over 25 years with my children. Living in different homeless shelters, learning how to create a better homeless shelter. And I would give people those coordinates on how, when I would leave. Before I leave, I would call and I would report the homeless shelters if they were really in bad conditions. And I would report them, and some of them would be shut down, and then we would all have to be moved to another better facility. But I would do that because I don't want the women to be feeling where they have nowhere to go, but they have to live in this slum. So I would do that, and Diana Feinstein knows all about me going into different homeless shelters, because that's why I got those letters, because she was the one that was shutting them down for me, huh? See, y'all create the misery, and then you want people like me to pop out the work and to save y'all motherfuckers. But there's so many people like me that been complaining about this shit. You know, we would whoop y'all ass in the welfare line. That's why we can't even come to y'all no more. We have to talk to y'all over the phone. Y'all got to send our motherfucking check over by mail and shit, because we used to beat y'all asses because you was just fucked up. See, all of y'all, Section 8, welfare, we was never supposed to be on that shit. We was never supposed to be on that. And then the Section 8 is an abomination because you don't even let the mail stay there. You don't let how do you think the kids got here, children got here? Is through the mails, and we procreate. How you not gonna let the mail move in with the woman to take care of the kids? Because you're an abomination. You want the males to suffer. Well, those are males. They can pull themselves up by the bootstraps. Bitch, what boots to pull up from where? We don't have no bootstraps. Is what Martin Luther King was telling you. We don't have no bootstraps. Because y'all told Martin Luther King, well, you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. How come you didn't pull yourself up by your bootstraps? Why did you steal our shit, then turn around and tell us we got to pull ourselves by our bootstraps? Okay, if you give us our boots back, bitch, then we'll pull up our own fucking boots back. But you stole our boots, bitch. I can't stand you motherfuckers. All of you bitches are gonna die. I'm just so happy that I have subscribers that can see this, because I'm very upset about your little Promised Land, your little book, bitch. You didn't even say anything about getting us out of here. You bought up 500 million acres right in the inland because you knew that around the area is going to be soaked full of water. And then Bill Gates bought that shit from you. Stole it right from underneath you, you fucking coward. But that bitch is dead too, because it's just judgment on all you fuckers. It's judgment on all you people. I'm just so upset. I'm getting upset. I'm saying sorry to my subscribers. I'm not saying sorry to you, Obama, Michelle. And you're going to see this on YouTube. You have to see it on YouTube because it's judgment on you. How dare you sit up here and you write a book. And you're doing that because you know that I must emerge because you bitches are dying. So I'm going to emerge. I'm going to emerge, but I'm not going to be happy. I'm not happy about this promised land thing where you didn't, because you didn't mention at least steal my idea and just put it forth. Okay, I got this idea. I'm not going to tell you who did it. I'm like, oh, well, I did it, but let's just get into the promised land because you took it from me. Fine, take it. I don't care, whatever. Just as long as we get to the promised land. And then when we get there, I'm like, I know about this part. But Obama did it. Yeah, fine, but we're in the promised land. Let it, whatever. We're in the promised land. See, I'm even willing to go ahead and steal my shit. As long as we get to the promised land, I don't care. But you know what? You didn't even do that. You didn't even because you don't want us in the promised land. Why do you do everybody stole Sophia Stewart shit in making the Matrix and letting everybody know we're in this fucked up ass life, this Matrix. Why didn't you steal the promised land and just make the promised land, since you took 500 million acres? In 2009, you did that. I put that on my Facebook. What was you going to do with that land? Was you going to make the promised land? Because when I sent you that, you bought up 500. Maybe you're going to do that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you're going to do something that I don't know. But you should have mentioned. You was talking to Lizard Oprah with her stank lizard ass. You was talking to her, but you only talking about your problems. I'm just ranting. Okay, so I'm going to end this because I need to stop ranting and raving. I'm just upset. We're going to run through you motherfuckers when that time comes.
It's your ass, Mr. Postman.